So just recently, as you guys know, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard have gone through trial in court, online in the public, that he's suing her for $15 million for abusing him over the years, or because she ruined his life, or she was accusing him of abusing her, but then he has a bunch of evidence and enough evidence to fight back with her. But, I'm not really going to talk about that right now. I'm just saying that, with that going on, and just yesterday, Johnny Depp has won, and they already cut out a bunch of scenes of Mera in Aquaman 2, which is the main part of what I'm trying to say for this video. So what I wanted to talk about was, if Amber Heard, since she lost, does that really mean that they're going to cut all of her out of Aquaman? Because in Johnny Depp's role, they cut out his entire role out of Fantastic Beasts, which he did play, what was it, Grindelwald or something like that in the first Fantastic Beasts, and he basically just wanted to get his role back, get his reputation back, but since then, Amber Heard lost, which either means she's still gonna play Mera in Aquaman 2, but I don't think she's actually gonna be Mera after Aquaman 2, but she most likely will still play Mera in Aquaman 2. I'm just saying after it, most likely she won't be in the role anymore. Either they recast her, or they kill her off, or they just don't mention her in general, and she just never comes back, considering she doesn't really have much of a part to play in the second one in general. So in Aquaman 2, they have had some leaks, or she had brought it up, or her lawyer has brought up news about it, which I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about the spoilers today, but I'm just saying that in Aquaman 2, she only has 7 to 8 or 6, even 6 minutes of runtime, because apparently to Walter Hamada, which is the president of DC as of right now, until maybe he leaves, which is said that he might do that next year, that might not actually be in Aquaman 2 for the most part, because they had a lot of different chemistry issues between the characters of Aquaman and Mera, which, I do agree with. I don't think they had really great chemistry in the first one. I didn't really like her too much as a character in general, so I wouldn't care if they cut her out in general, or kill it off the character in general, because I never liked the character in the first one. I didn't really care for the first one in general, but that's aside from the part of the video. I'm just saying that in general, Aquaman 2 will probably not showcase Mera at all. They might just cut her out completely, considering this court case she fully lost, and a lot of people don't like her. I have a feeling they might cut her out, and the problem is either they reshoot it or they leave it in, which is probably a bad idea. They cut out enough of her already, which means that they'd have to cut out a lot of integral scenes, which is the biggest problem for me, because if you cut out a lot of scenes that are integral or mean something, it might make the film actually much, much worse. So either they recast her and reshoot stuff, or they just cut it out. Most likely, recasting would be a great option, or a better option in general, but that would probably make the movie be delayed by a little bit longer. Now, I don't really know that, but I'm just saying that in general, Mera might come back in Aquaman 2, but nothing after that. But if she doesn't come back in Aquaman 2, either we're going to get a cutout movie that might be good, maybe those scenes didn't matter, but if they did matter, it would also lower the ratings and probably make less people watch it, or a lot of people would have a smaller, they wouldn't like it as much as they would the first time. But even then, a lot of people don't like it in general, or wouldn't want to watch it just because she's in it, just because Amber Heard. Now, that's not the case for me in general, because I'm going to watch it either way if she's in it or not. Just because an actor I don't like it is in it, especially for only 6 or 7 minutes, it's not going to affect me at all. I'm still going to watch the movie if I want to. It would be way different if she was the main character, but it's Jason Momoa, so she has nothing to do with it at all. And it's not like they're making her own movie or TV show, so it's not like no one has to worry about that at all, unless you're just a DCEU fanatic, which I kind of am in some ways. But I'm just saying that in the future, most likely she won't come back at all, but for me, it's pretty 50-50 if she will stay in the role for Aquaman 2 or if she won't stay in the role. I'm just referring to that if she doesn't, then either recast her or let the movie look way worse than it already is, because it already would have a bunch of plot lines that wouldn't make sense if they cut it out. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that's really what's going to happen. I'm just saying that in general, if they did, let's say those scenes were actually integral or meant something to the film and were needed and they were cut out, then, it would make sense for having problems within the story that weren't actually talked about or controlled or nothing like to that extent. Tell me what you think down below, because do you want Amber Heard to stay in Aquaman 2? Do you want her cut out, recasted? Do you want to get killed off? Because me personally, I would love for her just to die, which isn't really a great thing to say, but in general, I don't like recastings, and it's better off for me to see the character die out, or at least disappear. Maybe they can recast her and make her a better character than she was in the first one, because I never really liked her in the first one to begin with, and I don't know anything hardly about Amber Heard. I'm just saying that if anything, most likely they might recast her, but I think they should not cut out the scenes unless they are going to do some reshoots to fix it, because I think a lot of scenes are very integral and need to be shown in the movie for a finished and complete film. Now, that's not always the case, but in this case, if is the key word, if it does, then hopefully they'll keep the scenes in, but even then, a lot of people wouldn't go want to see it in theaters, which is kind of sad, because it's only 6 minutes of her screen time, or 5 minutes, or I don't even know how long. It's not even that much. That movie's probably going to be 2.5 hours long. I mean, I don't know that, but in general, thank you guys for watching. I'll comment down below what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.